Hello guys. So, 2nd of May last year, I had life-changing surgery, which was a gastric sleeve. I had 85% of my stomach removed. People get confused when they hear the word sleeve. They think that it's like a band inside of you because of the word sleeve, but the reason it's called sleeve is because your new stomach's like a tube, so that's why it's called a sleeve. It is the best thing I've done for myself. So 130 pounds I've lost so far. I was 350 pounds at my heaviest. I am now 219 pounds today, which is just amazing. This video in particular is going to be dedicated to the company that I went with and why I chose them. The company that I chose is called Prime Health Concept, and they are based in Izmir, Turkey. I did a lot of research into multiple different companies before going and having surgery abroad. I wanted to make sure that I was in safe hands. I did a lot, and I mean a lot of extensive research. If you're looking into having this surgery, you need to do the same. You need to research the company, the surgeon, reviews. If they're not in English, translate them. You want to make sure you're 100% safe, and that is exactly what I did. What attracted me to Prime Health Concept is they already had a YouTube channel with Rianne, who is the owner, and her mum as well. So her mum is English, so Rianne is actually half Turkish, half English. Her mum has had the sleeve herself. This company have family that have had this surgery. They treat all their patients like family. If you go ahead and watch their YouTube, which I'll link below this video, you will see why I chose them. They're just so informative. Rianne's mum made videos about her experience with the sleeve. These videos that I watched made me feel really safe and that I was going to a good company here because they are patient-centered. They're not just about money. They're about you. Like, they care about you and they would never put you at risk, and it even says that in their terms and conditions on their website. If anything flagged up in your pre-op checks that it wasn't safe to go with the procedure, they would not do it. Whereas I have heard other companies warned people against it and said, look, you shouldn't have this surgery, but the people have still said, no, I want it, and then bad things happen. Whereas Prime, if they feel like your life would be at risk if you had this surgery, they would not do it, and they would refund you. So you've not lost your money. You'd have options. It would either be, if it's something severe that needed treating, go back home, have it treated, and then when you're well enough, you can go back to them. If it's something minor, like for an example, like a chest infection, they do a chest x-ray on you when you're there. They could keep you there a little bit longer, give you some antibiotics, and then do the surgery once you're better. Knowing that all of this is going to be taken care of no matter what is just amazing, and they will never put you at risk. That is one thing they will never ever do. Not only that, if you get any minor complications, you can go directly to a private clinic in the UK that they work with. But if it's something more serious that you actually need revision or you need to go back to your original surgeon, they will book your flights, they will sort it out for you, included in your original cost. And they also now offer finance as well, so you can actually pay your surgery off even after you've had it, or they do an in-house payment plan with no interest, which you can pay off up until you go to surgery. I think as long as it's paid 2 weeks before your surgery date, you could do it that way. So there's plenty of options for you with them. Anyway, let's get into it. From the minute I reached out to Rianne, she was so supportive and not pushy either, because some companies I've reached out to when I was looking into gastric sleeve, they would message and message because they're pushing you to book. If I felt like I was being pushed, it completely put me off. Rianne, on the other hand, she was there to answer all my questions when I needed her, and when I said I'll get back to her because I'm not sure yet, obviously I was in my research stage at this point, when I felt ready to book, then I reached out to Rianne again. She literally said to me, just come back to me when you're ready, and I did. Simply her not hounding me like other companies. They want me to be 100%, like they're not pushing me into booking with them. So I booked with them, and up until my surgery, if I had any questions, they were answered. Literally down to airport, will someone be there to meet us? Which yes, there was, even though our flights arrived at 4 a.m. in the morning. As soon as we got off the plane, there was someone waiting at the door, and I'm not even meaning in passport control. I'm on about literally at the plane door. As you walk out of the corridor from the plane, they are there, and they've got your name on a screen waiting for you. I was like, this feels like a movie. Do you know, like in movies where they get out the airport and someone's holding a sign? That's what it felt like. And I was like, this, I feel like royalty. And then they escorted us to their private lounge. It's so fancy. I'll insert a little video on the screen now of what this lounge looks like. You get to wait in luxury, and they'll bring you a drink whilst waiting for the transport to come and pick you up. And the carer will come with you in the taxi. And when I say taxi, it's more like a limo. Like, it's not long, but it's fancy inside, and you feel like royalty. Prime Health Concept will keep you up to date when you need to be nil by mouth, because some people have to be nil by mouth before they get on their plane. I chose to have surgery the day after I arrived because I got there at 4 a.m. I went out and had a fun day in Izmir shopping at Hilltown, and it was beautiful. I wanted that before surgery because you don't know what to expect with pain and if you're going to be well enough to explore, and that is something I wanted to do. Pre-op check. So I had, off the top of my head, bloods was first thing. I had a dietary appointment, ECG. So they fix you up to an ECG monitor and then they get you on the treadmill. Don't worry, you don't have to run. It's just on an incline, basically to see your heart can do well. To me, I think that's really good. You're about to have surgery. They need to see that your heart is strong enough. I passed that absolutely fine. I also had a scan on my heart, an echo. That's what we call it in our country. Don't know if they call it an echo, but that's what it was. I had a scan on my stomach. I also had a scan on my liver. A lot of people that are overweight have fatty liver, which is why a lot of companies get you to do something called a liver reduction diet. I didn't have to do that. My surgeon is just genius. Like, he's just so skilled. I have 3 little incisions. Little 3 incisions helped change my life. So my surgery took 25 minutes. When I come round, the only pain I had was gas. That's the only pain I experienced, was gas pain, which lasted about 1 to 2 days. But the more you walk, the more you get up, the quicker it goes. A bit TMI, but if you can fart, try. Believe me, it helps. I forgot to mention the endoscopy. So before my surgery, I had an endoscopy where they put the camera down the throat into the stomach, make sure your stomach's okay before they go and operate on it. So when I come round, they get you up walking, a bit like a march, like a soldier march with your knees up, that pushes the gas up. I thought I was going to be in so much pain and not enjoy the rest of being in Turkey, but by day 3, I was out in Izmir shopping and getting a fake Gucci bag and belt, you know, just so cheap over there. Taxis, everything. Prime Health Concept, while you're over there, will give you protein shakes to last you until you get home, and you'll get all your blood thinning injections that you need, any pain medication, and they also give you tummy protectors, like omeprazole. You should be taking tummy protectors for 6 months. When I was over there, I unfortunately chose a different hotel to what they use because sister was coming and I wanted her to be able to go swimming. Me being me, booked the Hilton. It was absolutely fine. Prime Health Concept still took us to the hotel, and Rianne came out and visited me at the Hilton. She even rang the hotel, asked me to be let in a lot earlier because I'd had surgery. Check-in was like 3 p.m. She got me in at 10 a.m. There was no extra charge, and they still paid for my 1 night because you get 1 hotel night included. Even though I chose a different hotel, they still paid for my first night there. But I do wish I went to their own because it looks beautiful in Urla. I am going there in July. I will be vlogging the whole thing. Urla is still in Izmir, but it's like a boat town. It's by the docks and it just looks beautiful. There's a winery there, so you can do a winery tour. I do regret not going there now, but I'm going in July, so it's all good. I'll get to experience it. It's in their own hotel. They have carers there 24/7. They've got an office, so if you need any pain relief or you're worried about anything, they will be there for you. They will be there within minutes if you need them, maybe less than that, depends how fast they can walk. They are in the same building as you, which that in itself is reassuring, like knowing that you've got staff there. And then they take you to the airport. When you go home, fast track you through passport control. They make sure you get the other side safely, just with you the whole way. Some people may be worried because I know people personally that have had surgery don't even hear off the companies they went to anymore. But Prime Health Concept, it's been almost a year. I hear off them all the time. They are always checking in on their patients, asking how they're doing. If you're struggling with meal plans, they will send you loads of ideas. You can just reach out to them and they'll answer anything. Like if you're having some weird side effects, just reach out. They'll reassure you whether it's normal or not. Rianne, bless her, she works so hard that she will be replying to messages at 1, 2 in the morning in Turkey time, not even in UK time. I'll get a reply from her and I'm like, go to sleep, Rianne. But she's just a workaholic. There's just no one I know that's more dedicated than her. If you are going to go to Turkey, I 100% recommend Prime Health Concept. Yes, their prices may be a little bit more than mainstream companies that people go to, but you get what you pay for. The care with them is outstanding and it is still a fraction of the cost in the UK. In the UK, it's like £10,000 to £12,000. I paid £3,400. That's like a third of the cost, but you're getting amazing care. When I rang my call bell in the hospital, they were there within a minute. You don't get that in the NHS because the NHS are just so overrun and busy. If you're looking into Prime Health Concept and you want me to personally put you in touch with Rianne, message me on my Instagram. All of my social media media links will be tagged below this video. Message me, I'll put you in direct contact with Rianne and get you started on your journey, whether that be plastics or gastric sleeve surgery. I'm going for an arm lift in July, but I'm going to save that story for another video because I don't want this to be too long. I will be uploading hopefully weekly videos about my journey, about side effects of gastric sleeve, on scale victories, which is basically like fruit. I'll explain in another video. Also my plastics journey, I will be filming my whole experience with them. I'll also be making some podcasts with Rianne on their YouTube channel. Follow along if you are looking into having a gastric sleeve plastic surgery or you've had it. Let's just all support each other. Thank you for watching if you got to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. As you can see, this is brand new. The more interactions we get, the better we can spread this message and help for other people going through the same journey. Okay, thanks guys.